can I help you? My girlfriend wants to get married. Do you mean tenured? Yeah, tenured. My girlfriend wants to get tenured. What do I do? Okay, let's check your secretary account. Looks like you guys have been together for 2 years. She has over 9,000 marriage credits. At this pace, she's only 2 months away from a proposal, so she just might be right. But I'm not ready. Okay, let me see what I can do. Maybe we can find some deductions to buy you some time. Have you had any bad arguments, domestic violence, or infidelity? Nah. Has she slept with your best friend, or have an OnlyFans account? Does she have a secret bank account? Nah, none of that, but she did complain on Instagram too much, and she never knows what she wants to eat. That's just regular toddlering, sir. I may be able to deduct 20 points based on the peace of mind protocols, but that would only buy you a week. You might have found you a good secretary, sir. Okay. But I'm scared. No worries. We'll be with you every step of the way with premarital counseling, marriage ceremonies, biannual marriage reviews, and estate planning. And you can always review your marriage secretary. You're right. So I guess we're getting married. Oh snap, we getting married. We getting married. We getting married. We getting married.
Yo, I kind of missed y'all a little bit, man. Let's get into it.
Stay away from cities with tight layers. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with a life player. Or say the dice player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from commas. These bitches are fake promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Weapons, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause I swear she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fuck her, I'm tired of rapping, yo low, breaking the quality. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare.
Niggas need to stop giving these bitches all the attention. That's why niggas is dying. Now, when these hoes get horny, niggas die. Niggas die. Watch, every die. We gotta start saying fuck these bitches, man. If you fucking with a cool female, that's all good. But if you fucking with a bitch, you need to break her ass and shake her ass.
Man, welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks. I appreciate y'all being here with me. Yo, I'm having mic problems, man. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. If y'all can hear me, put 1 in the chat so I know we on the right path. Because I don't know why I can't hear myself. So I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to y'all. I want to get right into it today and tell you guys that I haven't heard the Glorilla clip yet. I'm going to listen to it for the first time with you guys. But from what I understand, I'm kind of on the side. So I'll explain to you why. Let's check the clip out together first.
Hey, ladies, how are you? Well, I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know: be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You too old for that now. You too mature. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you're delusional, turn that shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time.
Hold on. Yo, did she just say that you need to spend your 20 slashing tires, man? Let me hear that one more time, man. Did she just say be toxic and slash tires and burn clothes and stuff in your 20s? Is that she just said that?
Ladies, how are you? Well, I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know: be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You
What? Wow. Wow.
In reality, I have no sensors and I need to be stopped.
You know what? Shatter Start. It deserves it. I was thinking about it. It deserves it. Man, salute the zone for the $10 cash app, man. Gratitude, bro. And now that we monetize, y'all get animation. So shout out to the dinosaur, even though it was supposed to be something different, but you sent it on the other screen. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to get a dancing taco. It's gonna pop up. We're gonna get the dancing taco popping. Anyway, because you know I love tacos, nigga. You know I love tacos. We got a dancing taco. Anyway, check this out, guys. I'm going to tell you why I agree with her. I agree with her because you guys don't love your toddlers enough to stop them.
Daddy, you say Mama.
Doctor, I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Look, toddlers are going to do whatever they want to do until they're disciplined. A lot of y'all got children, man. Y'all got kids of your own, man.
Mama,
You know that your kids will take a crayon and draw on the walls unless you spank their hand and discipline them, right? You allow these toddlers to be toxic, and then you try to run from the top. You don't love your toddlers enough to send them to Al 5 every once in a while, just to let them know what's going on. And you don't love your brothers enough to allow your brother to Al 5 his toddler. You want to defend the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to see a damsel in distress and stop the man from making her lips turn blue, but laugh if she slap him in public or throw a drink on him. Y'all got the game mixed up, man. That's y'all slave owners. Y'all niggas want to be slaves, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I could see it.
Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
Y'all comfortable being disrespected by these toddlers, letting these toddlers do whatever they want to do. And it's only going to get worse. You can run from them. They're going to follow you. They're going to chase you all around the world, bringing toxic femininity. And I want to say this real quick for the new people that subscribe to the channel. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. Everything about being masculine is awesome. Everything. Being masculine is so awesome that your bitches want to be men.
Mamata.
They want to wear the pants of the relationships. They want to date bums so they can be in control of the relationship. They want to work and get their own money. They want to do all the shit that men do. They want to do everything that men do. Because being a man is awesome. The only people that want to do what women do are gays.
Mamata.
There is nothing positive about being a woman if they have clothes on. Naked, they delicious. Naked, delicious. With clothes on, all their conversation should be about what makes you happy. Because when she happy, she'll destroy your life. That's what Glorilla just said, right? When she's happy, it's all about burning your clothes and keying up your car, slashing your tires, doing whatever you can do to make that man upset, right? You need to be happy. When you happy, the whole family is productive. When she's happy, everybody's sad. Including her, because she don't know what make her happy. Because she hates herself. Y'all trying to love creatures that hate themselves, and you looking for love from somebody who can't love themselves. Y'all are kind of strange. But it's not your fault, because y'all listen to girls with clothes on. Y'all was raised by a bunch of tops.
Mamata.
And who the fuck is girls' advice from girls? Y'all be tripping me up on that shit. Like my grandma said, my mama said. A woman can't tell you about women. Let me tell y'all something real quick. And this is kind of unrelated. But I got into this show recently. I binge watched this show on Netflix called Arcane. It's a cartoon. Dope as shit, bro. Highly recommend. Y'all know I'm a professional hater, bro. So you know it gotta be good if I ain't got no critique for it. It's a dope shit. But what put me on the show was I was watching some video on YouTube about strong female characters in film. And they were talking about good female characters, like the characters in Arcane, or before they messed up Black Widow and gave her own movie, how strong her character was earlier. Princess Leia, Sigourney Weaver in Aliens. She was Riley. Yeah, that was her name, Riley. There were a lot of great female characters, and they are still great female characters out here. And then there's horrible female characters, right? The new cartoon Velma, right? All the new Star Wars, right? Everything after season 4 of Rick and Morty. The daughter in Rick and Morty was good for the first 3 seasons. After season 4, she became horrible. And I'm about to explain to you why. She-Hulk, Captain Marvel. Do you know the difference between a great female character and a horrible female character? I'm going to tell y'all. The great female characters were written by men. Because even men know what a woman is better than a woman does. Even the great characters, the great female characters were written by men. When women write their own characters, they fucking horrible, bro. Velma is horrible. Captain Marvel was horrible. When Rick and Morty, when the two writers said they're gonna bring women into the writers' room to write the daughter and the wife, Rick and Morty got horrible. Girls are horrible with everything that requires clothes. They can't count. We already established that. They can't count. Even if they go to college, they can't count. That's why they take social service degrees. They don't understand this because girls lie to themselves. Then they believe the lie, and then they tell that lie to the world. So since they fucking liars by nature, there's really no way in which they could tell a good story because they're liars. And good stories, to be a compelling character, you have to be able to be honest about your situation. And girls are just liars by nature, right? So if you try to learn, get your name from a woman and your game from a woman, then you don't know shit because girls don't know shit. Everything girls tell you takes you away from natural law. Girls not being able to follow a man is why niggas growing up like, I'm my own man, I ain't got to follow a man. If you can't follow a man, how the fuck is a toddler gonna follow you, sir? How is that possible? If you can't do it, how do you expect a toddler to do it? Teamwork make the dream work. And bitches are horrible teammates. Have you ever seen a girl on a team? Girls are a horrible teammate if it's 3 or more women. I'm just being honest. If it's 3 or more women, like a tandem, like 2 girls, they could be cool. Like beach volleyball, 2 women, great sport, right? You get 3 or more women, with the exception of synchronized swimming. Shout out to synchronized swimming. That shit is awesome. That is awesome. With the exception of synchronized swimming, 2 or more women can't be teammates. Even if you look at lingerie football, and I love lingerie football because they be tearing each other panties off. That shit is so awesome. That's an awesome sport. Lingerie football should be an Olympic sport. But even with that, have y'all noticed that those chicks, only one girl blocks? You ever notice that? Anytime you look at lingerie football, the girl that got the ball, she run about herself while everybody trying to tackle her. She ain't got nobody on her team giving no cover blocks or nothing because they horrible at being teammates. And y'all trying to be teams with people that's not built to be teammates. They built to be secretaries. Shout out to Mr. O, man.
Mamata.
I don't know what happened to your taco. I'm gonna have to go back in the system and get y'all a taco. Y'all should be getting a dancing taco, man. Shout out to that dancing taco. Anyway, brother, when I tell you, brothers, that I believe in Glorilla, this is how the culture is gonna go. This is what's gonna happen with the culture. Your toddlers are gonna get worse and worse because they have no adult supervision. And then they're gonna spread to other nations. Everywhere that you trying to run from them at, that's where they gonna go and follow. Oh damn, that was slow as shit. Shout out to Mr. O. And this is what you come up with. You come up with the blacks. You come up with the blacks. And black is for what? Women, gays, and felons. Y'all niggas speedballing my dick, bitch. Look, but I want to show y'all. I was. Let's go straight to it because they're trying to demonetize me. It won't pause or nothing. I want to show y'all something. I saw this earlier. First of all, man, I'm mad at life. They really won't let me pause. Alright, I'm already mad at life. I'm never gonna stay monetized, man. I curse too much, man. But this is frustrating. Let me pause it. So stop. God, leave. Alright, so this is what happened. This is what happened. I'm just gonna have to refresh this thing until it worked right. So this is what happened. I had to go through a lot of Sexy Red and Sukiyana videos. Which, there you go. Finally paused. God damn. Thank you for pausing. God damn. I went through a lot of Sexy Red and Sukiyana videos because I was looking for one line that somebody sent me. But I couldn't find the line. But basically it was Sukiyana. Basically, it was Sukiyana saying that y'all really don't need no volume. But I'll put the volume on, but y'all really don't need no volume. Just trust me on that. Anyway, she was talking about she got good coochie. It's so good that she keep having babies, right? That was her line. That was her thing. Okay, cool. Here's the thing. Why they talking about being wild in their 20s? The Sukiyanas and Sexy Reds of the world have so many kids that they singing about abortions. You understand that, right? But they're mothers. They also murderers, but they're mothers. So all that hot girl summer, they still mothers. These are the people raising y'all, right? People raising the generation that comes next. So what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna teach their sons how to be tricks, and they're gonna teach their daughters how to sell cooch, because that's what they know. Yo, was loud like that. Let me turn it down a little bit. Man, I told you I've been playing with this mic, man. I broke my mic the same day I got monetized. It was really some bull. So I had to wait till I got a new mic in. Anyway, I saw this clip. This ain't the clip, the words I wanted, but this clip says everything you need to know about Glorilla. Now this is a Sukihana and Sexy Red video, but Glorilla's in it. I'm about to show you guys something. This is they hot girl summer. Sukihana doing a stripper thing. Never trust a girl who got hair that's not natural. Like, there is no mammal. I'm not talking about no human. There's no mammal that has blue hair or purple hair or orange hair. Well, maybe a orangutan got orange hair, but that's kind of like reddish orange, like Irish people. They're any look, man. They just playing with crayons.
Mamata.
Drawing on themselves, masculine vaginal men. Anyway.
Real niggas love rich bitches. Y'all ain't killing my man, so I'm winning ball bitches. We got messy boys with a 30. He finna beat this coochie up and do a bitch dirty.
I don't. Let's bring that back. I'm gonna break this down slow right now. Hey, let's play. Say it's a tweet of Glorilla saying she was in class with 5 kids. I believe that, man, because they kind of slow, bro. They short school bus chicks. Let me show you how black this is, right? Let me show you how black this is, because this is what Glorilla. This is what she is. I'm not talking about who she is. Who she is, I think she kind of funny. I don't have no problem with Glo. Like I would eat a taco with her. I wouldn't try to sleep with her, but I think she'd be cool to be around. I think she cool as a ratchet chick could be. But here's the thing. Watch this. Let's stop right there. Real Negroes love ratchet women, right? So they're promoting that, right? So you got to be real. I'm telling y'all, stop being black. Stop being black, man. We men before we anything, man. Quit being black, because this is what the blacks are for. The blacks are for the women, gays, and felons, right? So she sleeps with thugs apparently, and she's an accessory to violence because she's buying guns for her man, right? Stupid ass new mic. All right, but that's not even the part. This the part. Saucy Santana, bro. This is who they rock with. I went through like 3 or 4 day videos looking for that one line I was looking for. Every video has gay men, like popular gay men, all in a circle. This is what they about. They not about nuclear family. They not about having fathers for their kids. They not about building with a person. They about lowering their stock on a daily basis. Every day they want to be worse than they were the day before. And somehow they think they're going to go from 29 years old and have their 30th birthday and all of a sudden be mature and be straight. No, they still going to be busting tires in their 30s because that's what they are, right? But wait. Let's continue. Now, right here, getting her coochie pat by another woman. I thought it was a man at first. We got some masculine bitches, bro. Because I done watched this clip like 18 times, bro, and I always thought it was a man until I just paused it right now and saw the nail. We got some masculine vaginal men. But anyway, getting a coochie pat is Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla for letting this manly, masculine, vaginal creature finger her on a car. Shout out to her. Hey, look, no cap. Every time I see Saucy Santana, don't he make you think of EJ, yo? Don't he look like Irvin Magic Johnson Jr.? This nigga looks. I've never. If somebody had to play Magic Johnson's son in a movie, I would vote Saucy Santana 10 out of 10 times, bro. But this is what they're about, right? So, one more time, just wait. Because I ain't going to play the whole video because I don't care. This is probably the best picture she's ever taken, bro. That look like a whole different chick. I'm trying to tell you that makeup do wonders for these toddlers, bro. Do wonders for these toddlers. Check this out, bros. I want you to ask yourself, do black people really have a culture? Or is black a counter culture? Let me say that again. Do blacks have a culture, or is being black just anti-culture to whites? If you know how to read past the 5th grade level, if you can count, if you're gainfully employed, if you're a conservative voter, if you believe in nuclear families, if you don't want to be gay, you automatically acting white, right? Because black culture is what black women want to sleep with. Y'all gotta understand that, right?
Reality. I have no censors, and I need to be stopped.
Black culture is what black women want to sleep with. 20% of men at the bottom sleep with 80% of black women. 80% of black men are doing just fine. Y'all might not be rich. Everybody not going to be a billionaire. May not be rich. But you're working at AT&T, or you're delivering packages for Amazon. Whatever you're doing, working at the post office, doing remote work, IT work, whatever it is that you're doing in life, bro. The average income for a single person in America is between $36,000 and $52,000. Most of America aren't six-figure people. There's a lot of six-figure people, and there's a lot of people that's 6 figures off the books. You know what I'm saying? They cut hair on the side, or they DJ on the weekends. I'm not saying that you can't be 6 figures off the books, but what I'm saying is the average income for the average American is between $36,000 to $52,000. Start off, right? When you get in your 30s and 40s, it's supposed to increase because, you know. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, in the age bracket of quote unquote toxic. I ain't been here for a while, man. I forgot my buttons. Toxic 20s. And in the auspice of toxic 20s, when you 20 years old, 22 years old, you fresh out of college, you're gonna get paid between $36,000 to $52,000 a year. That just is what it is. You still got to get your first apartment. You still either got to keep your used car repaired or buy a new car. You know what I'm saying? You still have life expenses while you're pursuing your career, pursuing bigger and better things. You're not broke. You're just economically challenged as you make your next move, which you can make as long as you stay toddler free, right? A man's savings is a woman's retirement plan, right? Imagine that you make $1,000 a week and you have a $300 a week lifestyle, which is very simple for men to do, right? Gas, lunch, say $10 a day in gas, $10 a day for lunch. That's $20 a day. You spend $100 going back and forth to work, feeding yourself and feeding your car. You know what I'm saying? You're budgeting your light bill, your rent. Like, technically speaking, if your rent is $900 a month, right? $900 a month, 9 divided by 30 is what? $30 a month? I mean, $30 a day. So you spend $30 a day for your housing. So what that make you 50? Because you're spending 20 plus 30 for your housing. You have $50 a day. You know what I'm saying? Plus your light bill, probably another $5, $6 per day. You know, prorated. You know what I'm saying? You could be under $60 a day and live nice for under $60 a day. You know what I'm saying? $300 a week, but you're making $1,000. That's $700 stacked up. What do? Try to take bitches on $200 dates. Y'all niggas crazy.
Hell no. To the no. Yeah.
And these bitches act like they require that shit. Like it make the pussy better or something. Like your $200 date is gonna make her pussy taste better than my 2 tacos. The thing is, there is no, you've never heard a broke woman say she broke. I saw a meme on that yesterday and I really thought about that shit. They say, man, a broke woman never says she's broke. She just says that she fucked the wrong niggas. And that's a fact. So if you in your 20s and you trying to fuck with a girl like that in her 20s, now you're not thinking about building. You're thinking about, how can I get this money in order to impress a raggedy bitch with no money? Because that's how you're trained if you listen to the blacks, right? The women, gays, and felons, right? Hey, yo, shout out to Dallas. I don't know, nigga, go to the hood. I don't know what the fuck $900 rent at, bro. I'm just using as a round number because it's easy to divide 900 by 30 days in a month. I'm just saying, work with it, bro. If it's $1,200, then it's $40 a month. I mean, $40 a day. It's too loud. All right. That's crazy. Y'all got me scared to change it, though. Hold on. Let me see if I can. You know what? I'm going to change it from right here. I ain't about to go through the settings right now. All right. So, the question really is, do blacks have a culture, or is black just being counterculture? Soul food is not black food. You understand that, right? Soul food is just a fancy word of saying that you eat the scraps.
Mamata.
Every opportunity that people had to not eat the scraps, they didn't eat the scraps. Once you eat chicken wings, you kind of don't want chicken thighs no more. You know what I'm saying? You might eat it every once in a while, but normally people prefer the better meat, right? They prefer filet mignon. They don't really like that ground steroid, ground beef. You do better. The fact that you celebrate slavery and think that slavery is your culture. Slavery is not your culture. Slavery is something that every single person and every single nation has gone through at one point in time or another. Today, Russia is a powerhouse. Back in the day, Genghis Khan took them over, right? They were part of the Mongol Empire. They were slaves. The word slave comes from the Slavs, right? Boom. There was a time in which the Germans, when they were still called the Berbers, were slaves to the Romans. There was a time in which Rome was conquered by the Christians, which were basically Brits and the French. There was a time where the French took over. They lost to the Spaniards and the Portuguese. There was a time in which France conquered England. Everybody has been a slave to somebody at some point in time. That is not your history. That is just a part of shit. Now you can't hear me. First y'all say, y'all crazy, man. First y'all say, goddamn, it's too loud. Now y'all saying y'all can't hear me. I need y'all to make up y'all mind, man. Make up y'all mind. Anyway. Here's the thing. I'm from Chicago. And every city, USA, has something that they do that is particular to that city. That is part of your culture. That's part of your region's culture, not particularly, not race, because we're all tribal people. You know what I'm saying? How they get down in Arkansas is different on how they get down in New York. We're all totally different people. Now they're trying to merge everybody in cities like Atlanta and Dallas and LA. LA been merged. They're trying to make it all one melting pot of dysfunction. But generally speaking, where you're from moves in a totally different way than everybody. rap music has expanded our world view, or our nation view of other people in the nation. Like in Louisiana, they got warded, and I was like, "What's a warded?" It was like it was a ward of the state. So basically, they saying all these niggas orphans down there, they mamas don't give a shit. Like they got so many orphans, they mama don't give a shit. That's crazy. You a ward of the state. That's crazy. In New York, they play CeeLo. I had never heard of CeeLo until rap music come out. It was like, it was really just shaking dice. It's 3 dice, though. I'm like, I don't even know how to do the math on that because we don't play CeeLo here. In Chicago, we pitch pennies. Everywhere else in the nation is like, what the fuck is penny pitching? Penny pitching is a sport. Now, this is how you know if you have a regional culture. If you're doing something and people call it ghetto, it's probably part of your culture. Because the things that are intrinsically part of your culture, black people won't like until white people polish it, repackage it, and sell it back to you, right? Think about how many people, some of y'all too young to remember this. Some of y'all way too young to remember this. But in the 1990s, people was putting rims on their car. Like, go look back at those old, like Dr. Dre, the Chronic videos. In LA, they had 6'4" Impalas. In Chicago, we had 86 Caprices. But no matter where you was at, niggas put rims on it, put shocks on it because the rims was too big for the car, put a sound system, put TVs in the headrest. I don't know why we put TVs in the headrest. We can't watch the TVs from the headrest. But that's what we did, right? That was the times in which we lived. And everybody said it was ghetto. In 2000, they were putting factory 20s on BMWs and Ford Aerostars with TVs factory in the dash or in the Aerostar in the headrest for the kids in the back. Everything they said was ghetto when the blacks and Mexicans did it for ourselves. White America polished it, repackaged it, made it factory, sold it back to you as an upgrade. And that's America. So do you really have a culture? If you can't monetize your culture, if you don't even see the value in your culture, do you have a culture? Or are you just an anti-culture? You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm going to count this as a break. And we're going to get into how how Saudi Arabia is about to buy, quote unquote, black culture. I'm going to count this as a break. It ain't really a break. I'm going to count this as a break.
So these problems sit down the line. So now you working with your drive muscle. Now, you probably think, you still feeling in your shoulders and your biceps. Now watch this, as I picture this young dude. Alright, I missed the line, but it don't even matter. Cause this one is, right? So now I gotta bend down and get the core. Drive muscle. Now, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna get it right though. It's money in the line. Money in the wood, but it's all good. You feel me? Oh shit. Look me close. Now y'all got the premise of it. Now, if you really want to make it exciting, this is what you do. Get you some Swisher Sweets or whatever type of brush you smoke, and add this to the court. Now I don't smoke, but I keep the Swishers because bitches love this shit and they smoke. So when they smoke, you poke. You feel what I'm saying? And goddamn it, every time you do that motherfucker, when you do your smooth shit going, woo, what? Smooth. Get it, bitches. Woo! That's out of bed.
Yo, I wanted to share that real quick because I want to bring a point. So we started a professional penny pitching league out in the Chi. I've been remiss in it, man. I had a lot of other shit to do to build it up. It's hard to start your own pro league, but we started a professional penny pitching league.
We only had contracts for 7 episodes.
Yeah, you didn't know how long.
Shut the fuck up. And during the course of that, when it first happened, I had to go out and get patents for the penny pitching court. Like, that was the half court. It's really a full court. Like, I had to get patents for the penny pitching court. I had to go get customized coins to pitch. I I had to get him a man. Holla at Nuisance from Psychodrama about designing our own outfits and like our own jerseys that don't look like any other sport because we not like any other sport. You know what I'm saying? And I had to do all this. And I remember talking to my dad one day, and we were outside actually, and he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Man, I'm measuring the sidewalk to know what the measurements of the court would be." And he said, "Why would you do that? If people want to pitch pennies, they could just pitch them on the sidewalk." I said, "Pop, if people are pitching on the sidewalk, that means they like to pitch. So if you can polish it, repackage it, and sell it as a sport instead of just some nigga shit, people will support it." My dad was like, "Nah, I ain't fuck," because my dad can't see it, right? So, I can't even read that. So, because my thing is, I wanted to own the sport of our culture. Meanwhile, basketball didn't become popular until black people did it. Basketball struggled from 1908 or whenever it was that basketball was invented. It struggled as a sport all the way until the 1970s, to the point that black people started playing in the ABA, in the American Basketball Association. That's where you had Dr. J and Artist Gilmore and all the great athletes that were a little bit past their prime in the 1980s in 1979 when it merged. But you had the Harlem Globetrotters, you had the ABA. Black people made basketball a sport. In 1979, when Dr. J was already the star, in 1979 when they drafted Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, that was the first time they took the NBA off tape delay and started playing live games because Magic Johnson was that exciting. And Larry Bird was a hell of a player too. He wasn't exciting to watch, he was just good. But Magic was exciting to watch. He got drafted and all of a sudden the Lakers became Showtime. They became must-see TV. Magic and Larry made the game official. They saved the league. And Michael Jordan took it global. Everybody else who's carried the league since then, with the exception of a Luka here and a Steve Nash there, have been some of the greatest black athletes in the world. When basketball became popular, baseball fell off because blacks ran baseball. People don't remember that. In the 1980s, blacks ran baseball with Darryl Strawberries and all that shit. Michael Jordan wanted to play baseball at first. Deion Sanders was so cold, he played both sports, baseball and football. Same with Bo Jackson. Baseball was America's pastime until basketball got popular. Then all the black players left baseball and started playing basketball, which is why baseball has so many like Cubans in it now, because they still need that flavor, because white boys can pitch, but can they really do the outfield that well? You feel what I'm saying? Can they steal bases like that? So blacks took over somebody else's sport, and no matter how much they get paid, they still never said we'll establish our own sport. I don't know if y'all know this, but white people do all type of sports, bro. They got one sport, they all get in a bubble. They put themselves in a bubble, and then they just bump into each other, and whoever fall down the hill, they lose. Like, anything could be a sport. Black people don't play a sport for the enjoyment, though. Black people play sports to get their mama a house. Because at 12 years old, they trying to be the husband that their mama can't get because she don't know how to shut the fuck up and suck a dick. Instead, she want to do some Glorilla shit all the way past her 30s and slash nigga car tires and shit. or if your mama religious, then just know your mama was a super busser in her day, nigga. And she found God because she was like, oh my God, my numbers is too high.
Mama tak.
But because of that, because so many black people in general, slavery was the best time in America for black women, because black women ran slavery. Do not believe that white slave owners were these oppressors that they try to tell you they were. And I'm not saying that like I'm on some white savior shit. I'm saying that because that's not how men operate with their property. If slaves were their property, as men, you know how we take care of our property. You know how we take care of our dogs, how we take care of our cars. You know what I'm saying? You know how we take care. Plus, it's not economically mature to destroy your moneymaker. Like, for them to abuse slaves en masse is the same as saying you work at a factory and every day you just mess up your own equipment. Like, every day you just get a wrench and beat your machine up and then got to buy a new machine. It's not even it's not even fiscally responsible to do that. What they did is let black women run shit, and black women kept you down. It's funny how y'all tell stories about, yeah, black women made us cuckolds so we could survive slavery. Y'all never think y'all wouldn't even be slaves if they didn't make you cuckold in the first place.
Mamata.
And they still doing that shit. If black people are the white man's burden, then black women is a generational curse. Listening to a bitch with clothes on is a generational curse. And it don't matter if y'all get a passport, y'all gonna go in other countries and y'all gonna listen to them bitches with clothes on. Like, listen to a girl with clothes on is a generational curse. Hey, that nigga said $1 sit-ups late. Hey, facts though. That shit probably slapped though. But I wouldn't do it. It had to be all fat bitches, nigga. All fat bitches on $1 sit-up late. Just so we can see big bitches' titties bounce. Now, with that being said, you got to understand that black people in general, no matter how much money they want, they still want to be employees because they still want the security of getting the bag in such a way, right? That's what the NBA is, right? The NBA are a bunch of people that get a paycheck. They contracted work. They 1099 employees. That's what the NBA, that's what sports players are in general, 1099 employees, because they don't do the work. The work is not the sport, right? Doing 100 or 1,000 free throws a day is not the work of the NBA, right? Spectacular dunks is not the work of the NBA. The NBA work is licensing, apparel, and advertising. That's the work of a sports league. The players can come and go. The work of the sports league is apparel, advertising, and licensing. Them free throw shooting ass niggas don't want to do that shit. They don't want to get somebody. They want to get endorsements. They want to sit there and let Cavassier tell them to be in a commercial. They want Adidas to give them a pair of shoes. They want to be part of the marketing, and they get paid for that. I'm not begrudging them. But the money is Adidas paying the NBA in order to allow them to use their players to push the product. The advertising of the league is the money. The licensing of the league with the players being part of the licensing because they part of the NFT, right? Not the NFT, the NIL, name, image, and likeness. They part of the NIL, right? That's why when you play video games, that's part of licensing, right? That's why Michael Jordan only shows up in NBA 2K like once every 10 years. It took, shit, nigga, he was retired 25 years before he let him use they license. Before then, he was just player, and they had a number 23 on him. Because Mike was like, you can't use my name, image, and likeness. I'm not signing off on it. And Charles Barkley, to this day, still hasn't signed off on it. You got to sign off on that. They pay you for it. You get pennies on the dollar for it. But they also pay the rappers who submit their music to the 2K. You feel me? It's part of the licensing agreement. That's the business of a league. You being a player, you just part of the show. And hopefully you get a good 6 to 10 years in to be part of the show. But you're just a minstrel. Blacks push minstrel activity. That's what they do.
Mamata.
Because women like minstrels. Women like the funny dude. Women like the athlete. Women like the drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Because drug dealers are really caricatures of people. And they really don't like ballers. That's the funny part, right? They don't even like ballers. Like the dudes that really get that money ain't even got to touch the dope like kingpins. They don't even like them dudes because they don't feel eligible for them dudes. They like the hand-to-hand transaction, sitting in a spot, smoking a blunt, pistol in their lap, caricatures, rap video versions of drug dealers. Niggas do what bitches like, and bitches like dysfunction. And because of that, do they have a culture? Or is their culture just being bought? Because these bitches could be bought by anybody, right? These bitches is going all to Dubai to get shit on. They let motherfuckers fly them to Vegas to get pissed on. These bitches is doing whatever. These bitches think getting a free trip is an upgrade from having to fuck the weed man. You know what I mean?
Mamata.
They still ain't got no money in their pocket. The same pussy for tacos is the same pussy for weed, which is the same pussy to get flued out. The bitch still ain't got a dime in her pocket because bitches don't even like money. I keep telling y'all that. Girls don't even like money. Girls just want to be entertained. If you can entertain them, they don't give a fuck about the money. Because they just toddlers, bro. Your kid don't care about money. Your 4-year-old don't care about money. They ask for money. They save money. But they let the ice cream truck come through. They just want the money for the ice cream truck. If daddy get them the ice cream, they don't even need that $2. They just call you daddy, the ice cream truck outside. These bitches never grow out the toddler phase, bro. Let me show y'all something. I saw this video earlier. I'm going to show about 3 or 4 minutes of this video, and then I'm going to shut this down. But I found this very, very interesting. The link is in the description of this video for this video. Y'all want to see the whole thing? Like I said, I'm only going to show a few minutes later. But the name of it is why the Saudis will buy the NBA and nothing can stop them. I'm going to break it down. We're going to slow walk it. Like I said, man, it's a 20-minute video. We only going to do about 2 or 3 minutes. It's a little bit too long for a 1-minute clip. So we're only going to do 2 or 3 minutes of it. But I'm going to break it down as we go.
Footballers playing in Saudi is just as crazy to us Europeans as the best American basketball players playing in Saudi will be to you as well. Understand that in football, the best players have always played in Europe. Just like in basketball, the best players have always played in America. That is beginning to change. I want you to take a look at this list of the top 10 highest earning footballers in the world. Only one player plays in Europe, Kylian Mbappe, and PSG, the club he plays for, is owned by a Qatari sports fund. In a matter...
Think about that. What they want to do, what the Arabs are doing is they're buying sports. Remember that Live deal when they offered Tiger Woods $800 million to play for Live, the Qatari golf league. When Tiger Woods told them no, they bought the PGA, my nigga. They bought the whole PGA just so Tiger had to play for him anyway. So now they own golf. In Europe, they're about to own soccer. Now watch this.
Matter of months, Saudi have come from nowhere and with its infinite pool of money have come for all the biggest names in the sport. And they aren't done yet, as it's been reported that the Saudis are looking to invest another $20 billion to bring the best football stars to their league. Now this is where the NBA comes into it. Last month, Kylian Mbappe was offered a historic 1-year deal worth $700 million per year. Let's break down that contract. In 1 year, Kylian Mbappe would make almost double.
Hold on, wait. He said $700 million. This is what I need you to understand.
Per year. Let's break
700 million euros. is not 700 million US. The euro is based on, roughly speaking, the euro is based on the British pound. The British pound is 2.5 to every $1. So like $1 American is, I'm sorry, one pound is $2.25 or $2.50 American. Like Britain is the only nation that has a higher exchange rate than the US dollar. But then again, they own the World Bank, so you know what do you do, right? The euro, which is supposed to be the universal currency for Europe, was based on the British pound. Even though the British pound bailed out in Brexit, it still didn't change the fact that that's what the euro is based on. So 700 million euro is like 1.8 billion dollars, bro. 1.8 a year. A year. That's crazy, bro. And these bitches going over there getting peed on for 30,000. Thinking they getting some money. That's peanuts to these guys. Bro. They got old money. They got oil money. Hey, Playmate say it got to be money long. Come on, man. You already know what it is, bro.
Mamata.
You already know what it is. But we ain't talking about that because I just got monetized. I ain't trying to get demonetized already.
Break down that contract. In 1 year, Kylian Mbappe would make almost double what LeBron James has made in his entire 20-year NBA career. Jaylen Brown, who just signed the richest contract in NBA history, would make just 8% of what Mbappe would make per year. How about this one? Kylian Mbappe would make more in 1 year than the entire NBA put together. I say Mbappe would make more, but he actually rejected this insane contract. Lionel Messi turned down $1 billion as well, but he at least got shares in Apple and Adidas. Kylian Mbappe might be the only man under 25 on planet Earth who can turn down that kind of money. Got offered damn near $1 billion for a 1 year vacation.
Let's think about that, man. What does Mbappe know that we don't know, bro? For him to turn down $1 billion. It's like, nah, son, I don't want to live in Saudi, bro. I'm straight. And don't get it twisted, man. I think he's still making like $120 or something like that. He not broke by any stretch of the imagination. He not broke. I think he's making 100 something. But 700 something? That's crazy bread. That's crazy bread. Now, he's about to talk about why they want NBA players. And I need y'all to remember the question I asked you. Blacks actually have a culture. Or is it just counterculture to white? We're about to break down why they want the NBA.
But back on the topic, when those figures started making headlines in the American media, NBA players took notice and responded in a way that has the Saudis licking their lips. LeBron James tweeted, "Me headed to Saudi when they call Rich Paul and Maverick Carter for that 1 year deal." Draymond Green said, "They got basketball leagues too, right? I don't think the ink on my contract has dried up yet." Giannis Antetokounmpo tagged the team saying he looks like Kylian Mbappe and they should sign him. Yeah, you could say they're joking, but best believe the Saudis see this. And they—
Hold on, let me say, even if they are joking, there's truth in every joke, man. There's truth in every joke. Bro, it's a part I didn't show, man. And I'm not going to show it because it's in the beginning. It's not on my point. But there was a bum-ass dude that you never heard of that played in the NBA for 2 seasons. He was like the 11th man on the bench. And he's making $250 million per year, my nigga, per year. So now they trying to get James Harden to come over there for $900 million a year. And James Harden, fat ass, he'll do it. He'll do it.
Entire 20-year NBA career. Jaylen Brown, who just signed the richest contract in NBA history, the American market.
I messed up. Fast forward to some shit. Here you go.
Too, right? I don't think the ink on my contract has dried up yet. Giannis Antetokounmpo tagged the team saying he looks like Kylian Mbappe and they should sign him. Yeah, you could say they're joking, but best believe the Saudis see this. And there's only one person to blame. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yo, that's hilarious, man. He may be honest. Hey, but here's the thing that people don't understand. I'm going to let it play out, but check this out. When you think about players like Giannis or like Luka Doncic, bro, y'all really don't, and I meant to pull up a map, y'all really don't understand that Europe is about the size of the United States. Like France as a country is around the size of Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Texas is bigger than most nations in Europe. The United States, it doesn't look huge on a map, but neither is Africa, and Africa's way bigger than it's represented on a map. The United States is huge compared to, like, every state in the United States is a nation. Like, that's why we're the United States of America, but every state has their own laws because every state is really an independent nation that is woven together by a central government in Washington, D.C., right? So just see it like Europe is the same thing. So for Giannis playing in Qatar, it would be equivalent of you living in Louisiana, right? You live down in the bayou, right? And you get traded from New Orleans to Indianapolis, right? Maybe, or maybe Philly. It's not that far. Like it's way harder for them to come from Greece or to come from France or to come from Slovenia and fly all the way across the ocean to America to work and barely understand the language. Because I remember Tony Kukoc. Tony Kukoc, he knew English, but he wasn't that nice with it. But Tony was a beast in Europe, and he was the sixth man in the NBA. But he came to the NBA because the NBA paid more than the Euro League. Now just imagine if you could just go up the street and play basically 3 states over. That's what it comes out to, and get $400-500 million a year. So when Giannis starts doing these tweets, people take notice because Giannis knows the deal. Americans are ignorant of global politics and their position in the world. Giannis ain't from here. He know exactly what's going on. So, but it's still funny that he blamed Giannis. I ain't blaming Giannis. I'll bring you back a little bit. He's stupid for blaming Giannis, but
best believe the Saudis see this. And there's only one person to blame. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He hasn't stopped tweeting the Saudis, and after tweeting that him and Neymar are the best duo, the Saudi club finally replied to him with his own custom-made jersey. Perhaps a hint of what's to come in the future. And it makes you ask the question, what is stopping them from taking over basketball the way they have every other sport? I'll tell you what's stopping them. Nothing. And that's why it's going to happen. Look, I'm not here to comment on their motives as to why they're investing so much money in sport, but the country has been accused of sports washing to fix their reputation worldwide. Also, Saudi may have unlimited money, but they don't have unlimited oil. So something the nation is striving for is to diversify the wealth in their economy and not be so dependent on oil. Owning all of sport is a great way to make money. And that's exactly why the Saudi Sports Investment Fund is said to be worth over 600 billion. They want to become known as the home of all sport.
Wait.
The home of all sport.
Wait, let me go back. I want y'all to see that figure. Because they say they sports. Hold on.
Exactly why the Saudi Sports Investment Fund is said to be.
Bro, they sports fund is fifth among the world's sovereign funds, bro. That means, forget nations, bro. Think about that shit. Nations, they got more money to spend on sports than there's 260 different nations in the world. They got more money to buy soccer players than 255 of the 260 nations in the world, my nigga.
Hell no, to the no. Yeah.
That's crazy bread, bro. That's crazy cheese.
They want to become known as the home of all sports and will invest whatever it costs to make that happen. In order to do so, they will have to tap into the American market at some point. And the NBA is the biggest American sports league. I know Americans think the NFL is bigger, but globally, basketball is a much more popular sport. I'll put it like this. The NBA has more social media followers than the NFL and MLB combined. So if and when the Saudis come for an American sport, it will be the NBA.
I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Y'all can see the video. I put the link in the description if y'all want to see it. Let me explain to you what they're doing. They're taking black talent and they're selling black culture to the world. But what exactly is black culture? Black culture is I go to the highest bidder. Black culture is, and think about it, you're 17, 18 years old in a McDonald's All-American game. And some dude from Saudi says, listen, man, you ain't got to go to the G League. You ain't got to go to college. You nice, but you probably ain't cold enough to go straight to the league. I'll give you $80 million a year for your 17, 18-year-old ass to come over here and see if you like it. $80 million a year. Just for you to go back to the league. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be homesick, but you're going to have to take a pay cut. Because they got unlimited bread. And all they really want is your social media followers. So they can sell advertising. Because you don't care about your name, image, or likeness. But they do. You don't care about the logo. LeBron James stopped that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about team loyalty or building your brand based on... This is, okay. This is when I say, man, kill for the logo, this is what I mean. LeBron James is in the business of LeBron James. That's that I don't need no man shit. But if you show me a red t-shirt with a number 23 on it, everybody gonna think Michael Jordan. You don't even have to, it don't have to say Bulls, it don't have to have no name on it. You show me a red t-shirt with a number 23 on it, you got Michael Jordan. You show me a purple t-shirt with a gold 24 on it. You don't have to say Lakers or nothing. You don't think Kobe Bryant, right? You build your brand based on a logo. And then the logo helps you eat. Kobe was smart. Man, rest in peace to the Mamba. Kobe was going to be a billionaire because Kobe's intelligent. Most athletes are not smart, though. Most athletes are dumb jocks. And the fact that y'all niggas follow athletes like they some type of moral fucking pillars, and y'all listen to musicians and athletes, they the dumbest people. Like y'all said in the chat, motherfucking Glorilla was in a class with 5 people. I've been in school before. I knew that LD class. Like when we were in school, they called it learning disability class. Then they started calling it the special needs class. Now they call it something else. I forgot. My boy a teacher, he told me. But it's only like 5 to 7 kids in there. Or 3 to 7 kids, and they just in that motherfucker eating pudding all day. They don't learn shit. They written off already, taking Ritalin and all type of shit. You listening to slow bus motherfuckers tell you how you should live your life? That is crazy. You think Nicki Minaj is smart? Nicki Minaj wasn't even allowed to go back to our high school to talk to the students. They pulled up her grades on her old transcript. Was like, bitch, you a high school dropout. Like, you dumb as shit. How you gonna come back to your old high school and try to tell them what a good education to do when you dropped out your dumb ass because you was chasing dicks? And what did she do? She got on top of the world and married a motherfucking sex offender.
Hell no, to the no. Yeah.
I didn't make her do it. She did it. These are the motherfuckers, bro. They're the most horrible people on earth. But the fact that they're promoted because, and once again, what do you guys always say? That black women are the biggest consumers. So that means that black women like dumb people, right? If black women liked intelligent people, they wouldn't say you acting white, and they would promote their best and brightest, right? They like dumb people because they the biggest consumers. White people like black shit for the same reason Chinese people like it. Like most Chinese people don't speak English, but they love Wu-Tang Clan because they like the images, they like the beats. They don't really understand the words, but they can get into the groove. Tell me that y'all understand trap rap. Tell me y'all understood a word that Chief Keef said. Try to make me believe that y'all believe the word that Designer said. Only thing I understand is Panda, and I got bras in Atlanta, credit cards with the scanner. I don't understand another word in that goddamn song. But that song go hard. I like that song. And that's how people consume minstrel shit. They don't, it's junk food. They don't take their minstrel seriously. Only black people take their minstrel seriously because they think being a minstrel is a way out of the condition that they in. Not realizing that being a minstrel is the condition that they in. So let's try to stay monetized. Bro, do you know they demonetize every live video that I've done, man? So it is what it is. Here's the thing. They let my pre-record stay up. I get partial credit for them. They only been monetize my presets. They demonetize every live. I'm just hoping they don't take my button. And I just got this button. This is my first show with the button. I'm trying to keep this button. Anyway, like the sub as y'all come in too, by the way. Like the sub, send your hard pay your daycare fees, man. Like the sub. So, if you don't have any reason to stay, because the NBA now is a single mother-son league. You understand that, right? Everybody got a story about being raised by a strong, independent single mother who couldn't keep a roof over their head. You know what I mean? I just listened to Jason Tatum tell his story about how his mom was about to lose her house after she got divorced. So she got the house in the divorce, and she got the boy, and she still was about to lose the house, $10,000 behind. Somebody, he had to make it to the league to make sure his mama was straight. That is a condition, and that is what slavery is. Even without the chains, even without the cotton picking. Without the chains, without the cotton picking, that's what slavery has always been. Boys trying to save their mother, and men yelling happy wife, happy life, ready to delete another man over a bitch. And y'all know my number 2 rule in life is not to get killed by a simp over a toddler. But that's what black culture is. If you really want to know, black culture really is, how can we save these hoes? At all times, how can we save these hoes? How can I buy my mama a house, and how can I beat up another man to prove to a girl that I'm a good man? That's black culture. Everything destructive in life is because a woman had clothes on. Regardless of race, toddlers gonna toddle. All girls are toddlers. Which means all girls are black, because Karen is a new black, Gay is a new black, all that shit the new black. That means you ain't black. If you a heterosexual man without a criminal record and you can read a newspaper, you the one that's not black, sir. So why you keep fighting to be that? You got these toddlers out here. That's all slavery is trying to make a bitch happy. In America, in global history, but we're just going to talk about America. In American history, there's a lot of black people, and it's normally women that sell the story to men, and then men repeat the story because you think these are your women. They are not your women. They're the real slave owners, or the real overseers of slavery. They are white supremacy. Black women are white supremacy. They always have been. Not 60, 70 years ago, not starting with feminism. From the time these motherfuckers got off the boat and Pocahontas showed them how to get through the Appalachian Mountains, these bitches been ops. If y'all really studied history, y'all will know that any place that had got colonized, the women let them in the door. We talking Hawaii. We talking Australia. We talking about the Virgin Islands. We talking about America. The women set they men up so they can suck on pink penis, bro. That's facts. When you think about America, all the cities that burned that y'all blamed it on racism. Every city that burned that y'all blame on racism. Of the 26 cities that got burned down in quote-unquote race riots, plus all the other lynchings and all that stuff that happened, and they didn't burn down the whole city. Of the 26 cities that got burned down for quote-unquote race riots, 23 of them was over a bitch. 23 of them.
Hell no, to the no, yeah.
They be like, they burned down Black Wall Street. Why did they burn it down? White woman. Rosewood, white woman. East St. Louis, Illinois, white woman. St. Louis, Missouri, white woman. Kansas City, Missouri, white woman. When you get down to Mississippi, white woman. What happened to Emmett Till? Was that a white woman? And who attacked you? It wasn't white men with gainful employment. It might be some crooked cops here and there that was part of, the white sheep mafia. But generally speaking, it was trailer park dudes, rednecks. If y'all really understood the juxtaposition, there really is no difference between a nigga in a ghetto and a crack in a trailer park. They the same people. They the same people. Go down to Mississippi if you don't believe me. Those white boys in Mississippi are just like the black boys in Mississippi. The only difference is black men don't want power. Black men want money, but black men don't want power. They showed you that in Ferguson, Missouri, right? Ferguson, Missouri. Ferguson's what, 80% black? They had a white mayor, a white police chief. They showed that in Ferguson, Missouri. They showed you that in Chicago. Chicago was run by pastors, and we all know pastors depend on black women money. Ain't no heterosexual black men in church. Ain't nobody in church. Ain't no black men in church. Except recovering crack addicts and gay dudes in the choir. And niggas who girl drag them to church like, my pastor different. It's the only straight niggas in there. Is the dude sleep because they girl made him come to church because she a member. Church is run by women, gays, and felons. All the pastors are felons. They got their ministry degree in the joint, nigga, in the penitentiary. Church is the home of women, gays, and felons of the black community. So, you look at somewhere like Chicago, and all the men in politics are also pastors. Got reverends and father and pastor. Look it up. Reverend Jesse Jackson, Father Flanagan, Pastor Corey Brooks, Reverend Meeks, and they in politics. They supposed to be men in the cloth, but they in politics. And their whole lifeline depend on making black women happy. And then you got the black women. The Carol Mosley Browns, the Lori Lightfoots, the Latasha Thomases, the Mary Flowers. You see how fucked up Chicago is. Because at no point do black men stop being black long enough to be men and take that shit over. A whole culture of people that follow girls with clothes on. Which bring me back to the point, though. To bring it back to the point. That's why I believe that these guys will be able to be bought out. Because the whole culture is based on, quote unquote, getting that bag. They tell you dumb shit like money is power. Money is not power. Money is a tool to exchange for goods and services. Money in itself is not power. Leverage is power. Influence is power. Might makes right, so guns are power. Being part of the judicial branch, being part of the legislation, like your man's is your judge, so all you got to do is wink and give him a signal and he'll let you go home. Running the court system is power. Money in itself ain't power. So no matter how much money you get, they can freeze your account and now you broke. And they do that shit all the time. People don't know this, but you can't even get Swiss bank accounts no more. After the 2003 Patriot Act, they took all the bank and they told Switzerland like, yo, we'll go to war against your motherfuckers if y'all don't give us access to your account. You can't even hide your bread no more. Not for real, for real. They freeze your account. That's what they did to Bill Cosby. All that money ain't mean shit. That took down over a bitch too, but you know.
Mamata?
Y'all worried about the wrong shit because y'all worried about what bitches worried about. But because of that, it's going to be a lot of I believe that because they have money and black men don't have integrity, because integrity is not something that you can learn from a woman. Integrity comes from killing for the logo. Integrity comes from not disrespecting the name on the back of the jersey. Because that name on the back of the jersey, if your mama not black, or if you got lucky, that name on the back of your jersey is your father's last name. And your father's father's last name. You don't want to disrespect that last name, regardless how you feel about your dad. You don't want to disrespect the name. You want to make the name worth something. Niggas in the hood got nicknames. Niggas in the hood, they nickname mean something. Like man, look at Beady Nose, Shorty Ray. Like the nickname means something. They don't even give a fuck about their last name because black women don't give a fuck about who they give a last name to. That's the slavery. Your mama, your sister probably doing slavery with her baby daddy right now. Your aunties, your cousins, they on bullshit. Now don't get it twisted. Girls are fun. I know it come out a lot. They be like, women hate. I don't hate women. I hate what women are. It's a difference. It's like when people tell you like they don't buy Fords. Like it don't matter what kind of Ford it is. Like yo, that Mustang it look cool, but I don't drive Fords because you know the transmission always go out on the Ford. The Fords and I don't think they make them no more, but Chryslers and Fords, nigga, they transmission always go out. So you be like, yo, I know it's a car, but I don't like that particular car because I know what it is. It's a Chrysler. You know what I'm saying? It's a Dodge. Dodge and Chrysler the same shit. And people tell you, don't get a Dodge. Dodge or Raggies, unless it come with the Hemi. If the Dodge don't get a Hemi, don't buy it. Any nigga that know about cars will tell you that. Man, that regular Dodge, that Dodge Ram, nigga, the transmission gonna slip, the oil pan gonna bust. Like, bro, but the Hemi is a good car. They'll tell you don't get a Ford unless it's a Mustang because they put a special engine in a Mustang. They tell you about the quality and the qualifications of everything, but generally speaking, don't buy a Ford and don't buy a Dodge and don't buy a Chrysler. Chrysler and Dodge being the same shit, so the same thing. Don't buy that shit. Exactly, Raj. Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth. Don't buy a goddamn Plymouth either. First of all, if you're driving a Plymouth, I'm going to just assume if anybody's driving a Plymouth or a Buick LeSabre, or a Plymouth anything, I'm just going to assume that you're over 60 years old. I'm just going to assume that, just out the gate. I ain't never seen nobody under 60 drive a Buick LeSabre or a Plymouth nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I hate what they are. It ain't who they are. Who they are might be fun as shit. I mean, they give up all three holes. You know what I'm saying? I like how they look at me crazy when I pee on them. Like, it's a lot of cool shit.
Mamata?
But anything worth anything to you, they not for that. They not there to be nurturing to your child. They're not there to make sure your child do their homework. They're not there to make sure that your child has nutritious meals, or that you have clean clothes to go to work, or that you have a peaceful environment when you get home so you can detox. They're not here to make sure that you can trust them when you go to sleep. I tell you, I said this shit before, man. I told my cousin the other day. I said, man, girls think I'm romantic because I spoon. Girls be asking, you spoon? I'm like, yeah, I spoon.
Oh my God, that's so romantic. A man that spoon holds you all night. That's so beautiful.
And I'll be like, yeah, shorty. Whole time, she don't know I'm holding that bitch because I don't want her to see her move, nigga. Like, I want to know if she go up to go to the bathroom at 2 in the morning because I don't trust this bitch. If it's hot as fuck in the house and ain't no AC, nigga, I will put my ankle on her ankle. We won't even touch, nigga. Be sleeping on top of the covers, nigga. I will put my ankle over her ankle just so I can touch her. If that bitch slide up, like, shorty, where you going? I make it sound romantic and shit, like I really care and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm be like, where you going, bitch? I'm be like, shit, where you going, ma? I just go to the bathroom. All right, ma, I'll be here. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the whole time this bitch finna sneak on the phone and shit. Look, cause I can't trust these bitches. I don't trust no liberal bitch. It don't even matter. I don't trust no black girls. Cause all black girls are Keisha. I don't trust Karens and I don't trust Keishas. But there are no black Beckys. I've been asking this question on social media, on YouTube, everywhere I go. And to my friends, I grilled yesterday. I made jerk chicken. But you know, of course I made jerk chicken. But I was grilling jerk chicken. I asked my niggas last night, like, yo, what's the black version of a Becky, nigga? If Keisha is the black version of Karen, what's the black version of Becky? We don't have one, cool. So I'ma hold this bitch. Nigga, we in public, I'm holding her hand. Not because I'm romantic, because I want to know where this bitch going. I don't trust this bitch. I make it feel romantic, but I don't trust this bitch. But I enjoy her company. I enjoy laying on a coochie while we watching movies because it warm my neck. It make me feel like I'm getting a massage. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy them being there, but I don't trust these bitches. I don't trust them. Bitches be like,
why don't you put your business in my name so you can get the minority contract?
I'm like, bitch, I'm a minority. Get the fuck out of here. But they will try to trick you all type of ways. They want you to move in your crib and tell you,
I don't feel comfortable living with you if my name not on a lease. Put my name on a deed or on a lease so I feel comfortable, so it's odd.
bitch, you got me fucked up. Look, they always trying to destroy you and make it sound like it's a good idea. I don't trust shit they say with clothes on. And that is a problem. That is a problem that the only difference between me and most men is we all sleep with the enemy. But at least I know that she's the enemy.
Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
These bitches move like niggas. You damn near feel gay if you listen to them with clothes on, nigga. She gotta be naked for me to know it's a woman. It's to the point I don't let a girl give me head until after I get the pussy, because I gotta make sure she got a pussy first, my nigga. Because all these bitches look like men, just like women. And they all hang out with men just like women. It's what they do. That's what they are. It don't matter who they are. It's what they are. How many good girls you know that got a baby and say our baby daddy ain't shit? And then you kind of find out this nigga a crackhead on heroin or some shit. You like, bitch, you ain't know this nigga was on crack. I'm gonna remind y'all, this is the type of motherfuckers they hang with. And I'm gonna get up out of here. But remember, this is the type of motherfuckers they hang with. The saucy Santanas. Goddamn it. Glorillas getting a pussy pat. This is what they are. They all that. Every chick is Sukiana. There is no chick that's the girl at the library, Sukiana. The CNA, Sukiana. If she a teacher and she teach pre-K through 3rd grade, she's Sukiana. You know what I'm saying? If she get them a man. Look, police, oh my God. Police women, definitely Sukiana. They Sukiana and they want to put handcuffs on you recreationally at the crib. And they like to get abused even though they go to work and try to abuse you. Every black chick is Sukiana. Just Suki being there turned out Glorilla. And like I said, I think Glorilla is a sweet girl. I really do. But when she around Suki, which brings me to what I always tell you guys, women do not control the access to sex. Women control the access to regret. They regret the dicks they did. They don't control the access to sex. Because any girl can tell anybody, I can tell a girl to sleep with you. Any third party can make a girl fuck anybody. Girls don't control shit, not even their body, because they don't care about their body. They'll do anything just for shits and giggles. They'll do anything for a laugh. I don't care. Look, and I know white boys do this, because I remember seeing the show Jackass. What was the name of Jackass? I can't think of his name. But generally speaking, black men don't go around thumping each other balls and thinking that shit funny. Like girls running around letting girls rub on her coochie and laughing about it. Like, hee hee hee. Guys don't just hang around with gay people just to hang around with gay people. There is no guy to be like, yo, bro. Alright, anyway. Ain't no guy be like, yo, bro, I gotta go find me a butch chick to be my bestie because it's in style to have a gay best friend. Guys don't do that. Ain't no guy trying to be best friends with the brat just because they a gay best friend. No guy does that. The guys might try to fuck a butch. Guys might try to hit the brat. Prime brat was sexy as shit. They might try to hit the brat, be like, oh, I know she's gonna do. They don't try to find gay best friends. Girls do that shit. Girls try to do everything they possibly can to be destructive. Psychologically, emotionally, financially, physically, a lot of times. They're just not good at being people. People fun to be around, especially when they naked, or damn near naked, about to get naked. It's not necessarily good people. You have to be poor for a black woman to help you. Let me repeat that. You have to be poor for a black woman to help you. She'll let you drive her car. She'll let you sleep with her. As long as you're dependent on her. She ain't gonna say shit about no 50-50 or nothing. But as soon as you get a motherfucking job, as soon as you get a job, and you go out there with your $500 and decide you're gonna buy a car and pay a car note because now you got gainful employment, she gonna switch up on you and try to destroy everything you ever touch.
Mamata.
Because they don't want you to be better. The reason that black men aren't better is because black women don't want the black men. They either want you to get it all at one time for instant gratification, like make it to the league, take that signing bonus and buy her a house, which is damn near like paying blackmail. Or if you're trying to build, they're not building with you. They're trying to, it's like Jenga block. As soon as you put a block at the top, they're taking a block off the bottom. And apparently, according to our new spiritual advisor, Glorilla, it's absolutely natural for them to slash your tires and burn your clothes until they turn 30. And then after they turn 30, they mature like that way. Tyler's going to toddle from 13 to 30. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all sliding through on your boy, man. Yeah, Johnny Knoxville, that was his name. I appreciate y'all sliding through on your boy, man. I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. This went a little bit longer than I thought it would, man. But hopefully y'all got something from it. Man, make sure y'all take y'all Tylerology, man, so we can build something. You know what I'm saying? And yo, wait, real quick. I appreciate everybody that supported No Show Again, man. I've been getting y'all orders, bro. I've been getting y'all orders. Everything shipped out. I appreciate y'all, man, for supporting the brand, because I do it for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? As always, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
One sick the past, but I hated you at first. Could you please mention the Dirty Folks podcast? Thank you, Lord Charles. Dirty Folks.
And see, I find it to be hilarious because even if I did behave like a teenager, I would be ahead of a lot of these dubs that want to make these comments, because a lot of you behave like toddlers. Shout out to my man Dirty Folk.
And it's because y'all niggas don't support. Y'all do support. Y'all support titties and pussy. Hey, shout out to Dirty Folk.
Men have sort of quietly begun to agree that even the most like off the wall extreme advice or takes that you get from some random guy on the internet is more useful than anything allegedly profound that you would hear from a trained black female professional. All right, let's take a perfect example of this, right? The idea of Dirty Folks, when he come up and he says like women with clothes on, that is a way more useful notion to frame your mental state around than anything your black female therapist would ever tell you. Cause she's a woman with clothes on. Why the fuck would you listen to her? Like when he says that, it makes sense in a way that it just appeals to you. And it's something that your black female therapist could never match.
Yo, Travis, the daycare is too influential to be so small. Do your big homie a favor, man. Like, sub, share, clip.
I know I got at least 10 bars to change somebody's life. Help me to help my brother. Love each other as you love yourself.